What's up, guys? So, as promised in previous videos, got solenoids in the doors now for poppers. I'm using real basic, simple, like $100 Prestige keyless entry as the activation. So, driver side, passenger side, and then this will pop the trunk if you hold it for 3 seconds. So basically I've got 60-pound solenoid in the bottom of the door. I've seen people put them, you know, kind of up in this region and interface with where the actual handle itself goes. I didn't find that to be the best way to do it, basically because unless you reinvent the handle mechanism, which sits like this, there's no real way to connect to it. So this piece right here is where the rod for the release runs back to the latch and connects here. Well, that doesn't leave anywhere to connect anything to. So I'm not sure how people who are using that location are doing it, but it seemed to me like way more work than it was worth. So what I did was I took the latch out, which are these 2 bolts, and then 1, 2, and 3 screws on the jamb. I took that latch out, and in the locked position, the latch sits up, and this piece here releases. There is a piece that comes through here for the factory lock plunger, which I'm not running, and neither are you if you're doing shaved doors. So I eliminate that, and then what I do is I weld a washer onto that moving part right there. And as you can see, that's where my cable right here connects and pulls down. Now, I can tell you from experience that a standard trunk pop solenoid, DEI, the company that makes Clifford and Viper, they make one that's like 50 bucks. Don't even bother. It's not going to do the trick. You need to go with these heavy duty, like double the size of a normal trunk pop solenoid units. They're anywhere from like 40 each to like 60 or 65 a pair on eBay, and these things frickin' hammer. I mean, that thing pulls so hard, I don't know if you're noticing, but it actually makes the door frame warp. You can see it moving kind of through here. So I've got mine lag bolted in on this side. On the driver's side, I actually welded it in. There's an extra wire you can see here. This is actually the ground. The company that makes these and their paperwork will tell you that it grounds through, you know, the frame of the unit, which it does, but the problem is no matter how much paint you remove from the door, no matter how much you prep it, you're not going to get a good ground through a door of a 50s Chevy, and for that matter, not even a new car. I mean, you've got 2 points of attachment. You'll actually see sparking through the latch when the door is closed. So it's a good idea to just run a ground. I'm using speaker wire, which is going to equate to about 12 gauge. Just through the door jamb, comes through here, grommeted on both sides, and then mine just grounds up here in the kick panel next to the ground for the dash. So that's how I have that set up, and it pops the door pretty good. I've got the springs that are to go in the jamb to help push the door open, but I don't even really think it's going to be necessary. It pops the door clear of the latch without requiring it. I tried on the driver's side to install one of the spring plungers. They are actually called door poppers. I'll show you one real quick. These things. These are, I don't know, 15 or 20 pounds worth of pressure, spring loaded, somewhat adjustable, not really. The cheap ones like these don't really have much adjustment in them, but basically this is made to go flush, you know, something like this in your door jamb, and your door pushes it closed, and then upon you know, popping your solenoid, this pushes the door open. Well, Not only could I not find a real good spot on my car, I'll show you. So right here, right below where the kind of the guide for the latch is, that's where I had mine installed, and I ended up having to make a notch in the door for it, which looks like all kinds of hell. It actually kept the door from opening, which really kind of stinks, but I don't know. So I think I'm going to end up welding these holes up and closing them, because I don't think I'm going to need them. Driver's side will pop plenty fine. So I don't think I'm going to run those plungers. I'll hold on to them and use them for something else. But that's basically it. That's how to knock out a door solenoid in your 50-ish Chevy.